Every living organism needs food for its survival. The food of holozoic animals is always complex and indiffusible. It consists of a mixture of nutrients and some useless substances. The animals have to extract nutrients from this food after taking it. For this purpose, the food is to be crushed and chemically simplified, that is, digested. That is why most animals possess such a cavity in the form of alimentary canal. The alimentary canal extends from mouth to anus. The digestive system of a living organism performs following functions. Number 1. Ingestion, taking or devouring of food. Second, digestion, chemical simplification of food. Third, absorption, diffusion of digested food into the blood. Fourth and the last, adgestion, removal of undigested residue of the food. The alimentary canal is divided into 8 parts. Number 1, mouth. Number 2, buccal or oral cavity. Number 3, pharynx. Number 4, esophagus. Number 5, stomach. Number 6, small intestine, differentiated into duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Number 7, largest intestine, further divided into cecum, colon and rectum. And the last, anus. And now I am going to tell you about small intestine, which is a part of our alimentary canal. Small intestine is the largest part of the alimentary canal, measuring about 5 to 6 meters in length. It is a very narrow, highly coiled tube. Now, you might be thinking that the name is small intestine, but it is the largest part of the alimentary canal. This is because of its surface area. Its expected surface area is about 6 feet square and its actual surface area is about 250 meters square, which is about the size of a tennis court. And as I have already mentioned that the small intestine is further divided into 3 parts. Number 1, duodenum, second, jejunum and third, ileum. The stomach opens into a small C-shaped narrow part called duodenum, measuring about 25 cm in length. In the duodenum open the bile duct and pancreatic duct through a common passage called the common bile duct or hepatopancreatic duct. After this comes the jejunum, which is the middle part of the small intestine that measures about 2 meters in length. After this comes the last and the third part of the small intestine called the ileum, measuring about 3 to 3.5 meters in length and enters into a wider tube called the large intestine. In the jejunum and ileum there are present a numerous villi which help in the absorption of nutrients and also helps the intestine to perform its 2 main functions, that is completion of digestion of food and second, absorption of digested food into the blood. About 4 millions of villi are present in jejunum and ileum. In each vilus there is an elaborate network of blood capillaries and an unbranched lymph called lacteal. Glucose, fructose, galactose, amino acids, minerals and vitamins from the digested food diffuse into the internal lining of ileum into the blood running through capillary network of each vilus. All the blood vessels that collect blood from the alimentary canal join to form the hepatic portal vein. It carries blood along with the digested food to the liver. Fatty acids and glycerol from the chyle diffuse into the lymph running in lacteal. It is finally poured into the bloodstream. After the absorption of digested food, the remaining part of the chyle in the form of liquid reaches the large intestine. Till now I have told about the parts of alimentary canal, small intestine, its parts, the function of small intestine and villi, and the process of absorption carried out by villi. Now I am going to tell you about the process of digestion in small intestine. In the small intestine, the digestion of food is completed by the action of various enzymes. The food comes across 3 juices in the part of the gut. The digestive juices are: Number 1, bile juice. It is a yellowish green fluid secreted by liver cells, stored in gallbladder and poured into duodenum through common bile duct. It is alkaline in nature due to the presence of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. It also contains 2 more salts, sodium glycocholate and sodium taurocolate. It contains 2 pigments, biliverdin and bilirubin. These are produced due to the breakdown of hemoglobin of worn out RBCs and impart color of the bile. The important functions of bile are: number 1. It neutralizes the acidity of chyme. It prepares alkaline medium for the action of enzymes present in the pancreatic and intestinal juices. It emulsifies the fats, that is, breaks larger drops of fats into smaller droplets. It increases surface area for the action of enzymes. It checks the growth of bacteria and prevents putrefaction of food. Fifth, it adds large quantity of water that makes the digestion easier. The next juice of this part is pancreatic juice, secreted by pancreas and poured into duodenum through the hypopancreatic duct. It is also alkaline in nature. It also contains 3 types of enzymes. Number 1, AMYLOPSIN or pancreatic amylase. Second, TRYPSIN. Third, STEAPSIN or lipase. AMYLOPSIN digests the leftover starches into maltose. TRYPSIN converts peptones and proteoses into small peptides and amino acids. STEAPSIN acts on fats and converts them into fatty acids and glycerol. The enzyme trypsin is secreted in an inactive form, trypsinogen, which is converted into active trypsin by another enzyme, enterokinase, present in the intestinal juice. Then, next comes the intestinal juice. They are also alkaline in nature. It is secreted by numerous unicellular intestinal glands present in the internal lining of small intestine. It contains many enzymes that help in the completion of digestion of food. These enzymes are: number 1, EREPSIN, that converts peptides into amino acids. Number 2, MALTASE, which digests maltose and produces glucose. Number 3, LACTASE, which converts milk sugar lactose into glucose and galactose. Fourth is invertase, that splits sucrose into glucose and fructose. The last enzyme is lipase, which digests fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So, in this way, the process of absorption and digestion that started in the buccal cavity is completed in the small intestine.